Yes, when I Mick here, you're going to have to look at my head for a little bit sunburn on the snozzles. It's been outside, I had my hat on and everything, but must be a reflection off the grass. Mowing, doing some service on my mower. It's Sunday, just about to flick over and watch a Grand Prix. V8 supercars. Real quick video. Just been watching Danae Simpson. She's a four-wheel drive girl from up at Townsville. She does good Land Cruiser Trayback. Does a lot of four-wheel driving, loves camping, blah, blah, blah. Got a lot of followers. Might help. She's a good-looking young lady. That definitely helps when you're not looking ahead like this. She puts up a lot of really good content. Her dog, I think it's a partner, I don't know. But I don't watch them all the time, but I've just been watching it, and she was just talking about influencers and getting onto YouTube and about how she thinks about it. It's really worth watching. But for me, a couple of years ago, I had a bloke telling me, he's onto me, you're getting money. That's why you're putting all this stuff up on YouTube. You know, that's why you're testing these machines, and this is a person I knew. He's getting pretty stirry about it, and I said, look here, I won't say names, but I said, look here, I haven't received one single red cent from anything on YouTube. This is before I was working for myself. And I had a bit of a chuckle, and I think I might have had 600 or 700 short vlogs up there. Some vlogs might go for, long ones up to 20 minutes. I like to try and keep them in about 5 because they download quick, and people probably get bored of watching long videos. But it's just mostly I always do what I do, and you'll see stuff on YouTube that I do. If it ain't oil changing my little Brap, oil changing my Greenfield, oil changing my Rover, talking about brush cutters, talking about my work, talking about how things are to maintain. I like simple things, but I can maintain to a degree because honestly I can't afford to pay people to constantly do my maintenance with, especially my mowers. Basically the only thing I don't, I'll just get the mechanic when he's putting a new set of blades on, which I'll probably start doing anyhow because I just got to get an impact tool to undo them. I'll just get them to run an eye over. I can feel bearings. I know what's a worn bearing when they get noisy. I know all that, but I just say I'll run your eye over that, and I'll get them to service up the hydros on the Rover. Adjustment, I'll pull out the friction drive out of my Greenfield. It's just a unit, it's easy as to pull out. An idler, belt off. You've seen it all before. 4 bolts, it lifts out. It's simple as. I just take it to BWR Small Engines because they're Greenfield gurus. And so they're about the only things. Stuff on my Falcon Ute, got a new put on it, new catalytic converter and engine pipe on Saturday. Any sensors or anything that I have trouble with, which I don't with it, it's good. It's only what is it? It's 16 years old. Poor old Nissan, she was a 93 model, I think. Look, she was getting long in the tooth, and its sensors now were starting to fail. It had done a bit of beach work, not from the previous owner I had it bought it from, but before that, because I dug a fair bit of sand out of it. So that's no good for anything. But anyway, getting back to this fella telling me I'm an influencer, and what monies are you receiving from YouTube? I went to him and went, oh, you've got to be joking. And this is when I think I had 600, 700, 800 short vlogs. Well, I think over 2 years on, I think I got 11 or 1,200 vlogs. Most of them get good viewing is 700 views per video, say on the flooding. The best I've ever got out of anything is Jamesy, my workmate Jamesy Page, using an electric steel brush cutter, and I think it's about 23,000 hits on that, and it just goes down. You can see most popular down, you just get on this Sweno Mix site and you can easily work it out, and then you see money's received. I think there's been about 300,000 hits on my vlogs, and it even breaks down which countries, male, female, blah, blah, blah. It's pretty interesting. And it's surprising the countries that like looking at stuff that I put up and I love getting comments. Some real negative ones. I got a real negative one off a bloke a while ago about which way the blades rotate on a greenfield mower. And you've only got to look at the kick in the back of the blade to work out which way the blade rotates. So it's not real hard, and they throw to the left. And so it's anti-clockwise. And I mean, the bloke's asking me, he's telling me I don't want a sermon about Australian-made equipment. So I was looking through, got one shot up the other day, and I'm looking and thinking same. I thought, no, bugger it, I'm going to answer this bloke. And I effectively just said to him, look, mate, it's like this. My grandmother once said to me, but I didn't say my grandmother, and I always got on great with my grandmother, and she once said to me, she goes, Michael, I look at it this way, and Grandma was 5 foot tall, little, stocky, very strong-willed woman. Would actually go, if someone was giving her the shits, she would actually haul off and crack them. This is in the 70s and the 60s. I seen her slap people because, you know, and then the ultimate threat was, if you keep this up, I'm going to get my son Colin onto you. And I can assure you, you didn't want Colin turned onto you. Trust me, he's a man in his 70s now, and you still wouldn't want him turned on you. But anyhow, getting back to that, I'm saying to this bloke, my grandmother always said to me, if you haven't got anything good to say, don't bother saying it. And the same, not that the fellow that put that thing on the vlog, the negativity, this other fella that was on to me about earning money off of YouTube, he was on to me about hating people. I went, I won't say names, but I went, what? He's accused me of hating people. I said to him, such or other, hate. I don't hate anyone. Re-elaborate on that. Hate, that's a very powerful word. Don't say I said that, because I never said that. I don't hate anyone. Hate is a very powerful word. And yeah, it's just, when you sit back and you actually think about the way some people, they think that you're doing well with something, or they see you putting stuff up that you enjoy, and they just got to take a personal attack on you. Find that rare. See, I'm not like that. I love seeing people do well. I think to myself, oh gee, you know, with whatever floats your boat, and what's well actually mean? What does well actually mean in your life? For me, well is being happy within myself. Meeting people, enjoying people's company, and in my work, try and doing a good job so that people are happy with what I do for a good, reasonable price. And my family, so long as my family's going well, I'm happy. I couldn't give a rat's about material items. Because when you start going looking around, and you actually, as you get older, and you probably don't start thinking about this until you get older, but as you get older, like I dropped out and I seen my schoolmate Jane, which you would have seen. I went out and wanted to do a little story on her. And what you realise is in life, that life's actually very short. I think we're on this planet to keep the human race going. You can look around, and I can look around at that with a cemetery, and you'll just see people that I can picture in my face, plain as day, picture in my face when I was a little kid, when people had died right up until, and you think, oh, the last time I seen him, I remember one of my workmates from Telstra, his old man, Alan, I said to him, oh, how you going, Alan? And I knew he was terminal with cancer. And I said, how you going, mate? Yeah, good, Mick. You in a bit of a hurry? And that was the last time I talked to him. And different people I've talked to, and you think, oh, that's the last time I saw that person. Now they're 6 foot under, or 7 foot under, or whatever depth they go down. So what you've got to actually sit back and think about, in life, stress is a very bad thing, which I've said time and time again. Totally, whatever someone wants to do, whatever floats their boat, well and good. But for me, it's about enjoying my life, because you don't know how many more years you got. Like I say, when you start getting a bit older, you'll start looking at things and thinking, well, what am I actually here for? Well, I think it's to obviously keep the human race going, and hopefully there's life after you pass on. I don't know. I hope there is. I do believe that there is something, but one won't know until one gets there, and one does not want to get there real quick. So look, I'm going to leave it at that. But I was just having a bit of a think while I was doing that, and I was watching that Diane Simpson, Diane I think it is, and she's just talking about how she enjoys things and sharing her knowledge, and I got to take my hat off to her. I think she's great. You know, one of my mates said, "Oh, watch her, she's good looking." Well, I see a little bit more than just good looking. I think that you know, she seems like a nice person, and she has a lot of good stuff to do with stuff I like. Stuffing. Look, I'm going to leave it. That's me Sunday. I've serviced up, I've washed up, I'm not doing anything more. I'm going to go and have a shave this have a haircut on this beautiful square big jawed head, and have a shave here, and I'm going to watch the Formula One and the beautiful Australian V8 supercars. So on that Sunday, there's me little third vlog for the day. This one's gone a lot longer than it was supposed to. It's now at over 11 minutes, but I'm just going to give it that. Double thumbs up from old Sweno Mick from Swenson's Mowing and Grounds Maintenance, and always just think about your fellow human being and being nice to them, and not assuming anything, and not assuming how people think in their head, how many people they supposedly hate or do hate or don't hate. Just think about it. Sweno Mick. Have a lovely day. Sweno Mick out.